What's going on, believers? Binance AMA did not happen as we anticipated. And guess what? It's somebody else's fault. This is not financial advice, but I'm always right.
I can't wait till Friday. Everybody's getting sideways.
What's going on, believers? The Bleeves NFT collection is out at OpenSea.io/collection/Bleeves, and there are 20 of them with assorted tokens that I cover every single day. 2 special editions down at the bottom with the Floki eyes, and there is 1 special edition that has a hat, and there's no premium on that one. So help me out today, guys. This goes a long way towards helping me and this channel buy my NFTs. It's not financial advice. I'm always right. Good luck. All right, believers, let's get started. We are trading at 26.12. That is down 12%, making Saitama, of everything that we cover here, one of the biggest losers of the day. But I suppose the best that we can say when we start to look at the chart is all is not lost, because the drop, even though you saw it here as a massive amount of sell-off, happened last night around 8 o'clock Central Standard Time, when the Binance AMA that they've been talking about for 2 days suddenly didn't happen, and it was somebody else's fault. So at some point, accountability has to matter. There has to be ownership. And, I think that there's a lot of us that don't want to accept the reality of responsibility, and that's fine, because not everybody is ready to be the adult in the room when something goes wrong. But for anybody who continues to defend and say, well, the people that are doing it, you just don't understand how the corporate world works. Let me tell you something. I've been in the corporate world in management since 1994. I am an old guy. And any time in a corporate world you see the type of failure to launch, or you see the constant problems that are happening, you don't sit back and you don't watch it. You make a change. But here's the thing. We keep saying to anybody who will listen that we're a token of the people, by the people, and for the people. The people didn't vote anybody into office in order to do this. Here's what happened. The people who saw a vacuum seized the power, created Saitama LLC, and are building their own empire on the back of it, while they're telling you, well, we're just doing it for you because it's the thing that's going to make everything better. And if you're wondering, we don't have Saitama. We didn't have the Binance launch for the AMA that we were looking for in it. There was nothing more than a conversation being had with CoinVoice. So it was not like it was going to lead to something additional. I'm not saying that. But in the meantime, what do we get? Have been working on this gem for quite some time, and extremely excited to introduce this industry token into our ecosystem. 100% operated by the Saitama team and ready to handle business. How could that go wrong, huh? Much more coming soon. And then when we go and we look at it, it says, thank you for your continued patience with Saitama. As previously shared, Max and our team of engineers continue to work tirelessly to ensure that Saitama works optimally and that the swap function is not affected by front-running bots. We will make a separate announcement when the swap function is enabled, but announcing Saita Realty token. The Saitama team would like to formally announce and share a sneak peek of Saita Realty. This new token will form part of the Saitama ecosystem and will take real-world real estate to the Web3. Saita Realty will be available exclusively on Saitama. We will be releasing additional information on launch soon. Please stay tuned for a YouTube live announcement where we will share more about Saita Realty token and its utility. Now, that was from Saita Realty, and if you go to the white paper, then what you see is building a better future. Welcome to Saita Realty, where real estate meets crypto to build a better future. all of that sounds great so far. Like, I don't really see a problem with that, except that I'm nervous that the people that are in charge of completely messing up Saitama at this point are the people that are responsible for housing now. Are you kidding me? This is... Okay, let's go. Saita Realty is a real estate ecosystem powered by the community that will provide a range of opportunities in many different forms, like zero-emission homes, multifamily dwelling units, condominiums, affordable housings, business complexes, and commercial land development. And we have a white paper with housings ending with a Z. So, outstanding. The opportunity through Saita Realty. Then, you know what, you guys... do your own research. You can look through this. Saita Realty was formed from a desire to improve the economy while simultaneously providing communities with the appropriate resources to build a better future. There's a lot of talk here, and there's not a lot of what we're going to do. So as you go through it, you'll be like, all right, well, it's just kind of vague, and it's just kind of crypto-y. With this decentralized approach, we can expand and sustain this new ecosystem of reality development. Is it realty or is it reality? Is it housing or housings? Just think about this. Just understand, this is what's happening right now. You know, white paper with a bunch of misspellings in it off of a team that couldn't do an AMA, that still hasn't launched their flagship product that leads into this ecosystem that also includes Lily Finance and a bunch of other tokens that are going to launch along with it. So this is where we are. Be objective. Don't blame me for this. Be objective. You're hearing it. You're seeing it. Be objective. Most importantly, we can help people regain their independence in making realty decisions by giving them the confidence and resources to build a better future for themselves and generation to come. Who? We don't know yet. Create property opportunities for franchises to be able to utilize land for business structures and complexes, like a franchise. What franchise? Oh, you know what? I bet it's going to be Saitama LLC. I bet that's going to happen. Create business infrastructure in the form of plaza, strip mall, and shopping centers to allow companies to thrive and grow. I wonder what company. I got a feeling it's going to be Saitama LLC. Zero-emission homes designed with grid-tiered solar panels and airtight insulation, which results in an energy-efficient and carbon-free environment. I wonder who's going to get the first home. Do you think their name is Armand? I'm wondering. I don't know. I have no idea, but I think we know how this plays out. Multifamily dwelling units. Oh, so not only do we get zero-emission homes, but we're also going to be a landlord. And we're not going to be the landlord. Somebody else is going to be the landlord, but we're going to make it happen because affordable housing. Build and refurbish residential homes and apartment complexes to provide a place of residence for low-income veterans, non-veterans, and refugees. This right here is the most beautiful thing that I've ever read. So if I'm seeming like the rest of this stuff sounds like these guys can't accomplish anything and get anything done, then move to this part right here. Build and refurbish residential homes and apartment complexes to provide a place of residence for low-income veterans, non-veterans, and refugees. Now, I'm not a bleeding heart that is incredibly worried about refugees. I think something has to be done, and we have to help as many people as we can. But a place of residence for low-income veterans hits very close to the heart, and that is one of the most noble things that I think any company can do. So I don't want to discredit anything that's being said right there. If this comes through, then this is a great product just based on that alone. But it seems to be far down the list, so it makes me nervous. And it makes me nervous not because of where it is on the list, but by who's running it. And since Russ is a military veteran, I hope that he understands the words and that those words right there matter. I really hope that that's the case. Finally, our commercial land development deal will focus on creating new business opportunities by developing infrastructure designed for commercial growth to supply businesses with land to create, maximize, and execute their business visions. With these solutions in place, commercial businesses will have a way to capitalize on opportunities which lead to a thriving and growing economy. Now, here's the ecosystem. Again, it's really just saying the same thing that it was before. We get to tokenomics, which is the part that we care about. And here we go. The total supply is 120 quadrillion. They're going to burn 48. They're going to burn 40%. 45% is going to go into the LP. 10% is going to be in the reserve, and 5% will go to the development. And then the token dynamics. The token dynamics are going to be 1% burn, plus 1% redistribution, plus 2% marketing development, plus 5% capital. So 9% with every transaction, which means that 5% of everything generated by this token, in order to be used, is going to be sold off so that they can buy property. Now, they didn't get with you. This is not a DAO. They just decided that this is what's going to happen next. Now, can we profit off of Saita Realty as the people that are in here in the beginning? You know, hopefully this is going to be as a token something very nice. But we absolutely do not know, because here is the core team, and the core team has not changed at all. Now, project leads. The project leads here, Saitama Queen, Cat Santa. When you're looking across, make sure when you're looking across your Twitter account or anything like that, and you really want to look and see like who these people are, then you see exactly who these people are. You know them, positive no matter what, because that pays off. So remember who it is that you're dealing with when you're looking for positive people saying positive things and nothing negative. You remember who this is all coming from. It's all right here. Again, I'm not telling you this is a bad thing. I'm not telling you that this is not a great thing. I'm telling you that the people that are running it, you see what's happening. I'm not alone. You all see it. So let's move on. Guys, as a business, Saitama is currently failing. It does not satisfy its investors. If this right here, and I want you to take a good hard look. If this right here, and I'm going to flip over here in just a second and we're going to see it. If this right here were Tesla stock, you would fire Elon Musk and you would hire somebody else to replace him because he is clearly incompetent and not able to perform the functions of the job at Tesla. If this were Apple stock, you would get rid of Tim Cook. You would do away with whomever it is that's in charge. That's what you would do. And the reason that you would do that is because, look at it. It's garbage. That is what we are dealing with on Saitama. Now, let's take it forward. Who really benefits from buying up property? Well, the answer is not you. Not you, the investor. We would get a short-term bump off of this. But let's be honest here. This is a token of, by, and for the people, or at least that's what we were led to believe when we started this journey. But who is going to enrich themselves with Saita Realty? Who is going to enrich themselves by buying property and renting property and selling property to other people? And then when they do, where's that money gonna go? Because the money and profits from Saitama LLC, at no point has anybody ever said all of the profits from Saitama LLC that are made are going to go into buybacks of tokens, and we're going to just burn 100% of it. At no point have you gotten any kind of confirmation that any of the money generated, by the way, Saitamask is owned by Saitama LLC. So if it makes money through ads or it generates any sort of income, we have no guarantee that any of that money comes back to anybody but the people involved with Saitama LLC. If you don't believe me, look around. Do your own research. You don't need me for this. But look around. Decide. Pay attention to what's going on. Then go look at Saita Realty, and then you decide for yourself, are we going to see a whole bunch of buyback off of the profits that are made? Are they going to be able to make profits? Russ at one point did say that he's got several properties that he has of his own and probably rental units. So he's going to be familiar with the whole process. So who better to be in charge than the guy who already has a bunch of property to take a whole bunch more property and make money off of it, because he's not going to keep it. You know that. Guys, I can't be the only one noticing. I can't be the only one saying it. I can't be the only one that's honest with you. But I'm being honest with you. I'm telling you what I see. I've been in business for a long time as well. I'm sitting in a building. See these old panels back here? They're gross. But you know what? It's my building. All of this is on me. So I understand what's happening here. And you are not being protected. Just think it through. Do your own research. Guys, this is not financial advice, but I'm always right. Always.